Hi, today on Marek's Gear, it's GoPro Hero 8. Was it worth finally upgrading my action camera? Join me to find out. I bought the GoPro Hero 8 action cam in the fall of 2019. On the first day it came out in Poland, it replaced my Hero 4 Black, which I used since 2014. The Hero 4 was a replacement for Hero 2, which someone helped me part with along with some other elements of my gear in Barcelona. Thank you, Barcelona. I like GoPro cameras because they simply work. Well, the camera works because the software that goes along with it and the batteries, well, that's a different story. In the Hero 4, even on a warm day, after 10 or 15 minutes of filming, I needed to have a spare battery ready just in case the first one dies, and we're talking about original GoPro batteries. In my work, I have several use cases for the GoPro. I mount the small session GoPros on the car to film close-ups of details when the car is moving. On road trips, I sometimes place one of these cameras on the instrument cluster and another one looking through the windscreen. Now, the big GoPro is set to record in 4K, and at some point, the other one, the 4, was my main camera because it showed a lot of interior. However, since I can't control the weather and the time of the year outside, the GoPro is, well, it's not good with sudden changes in lighting conditions. I went back to using the Lumix as my main camera, and the GoPro is now mounted outside on the Magic Arm to film car-to-car shots. Yes, we tend to drive very close and the camera sticks out beyond the outline of the car, but we don't have the luxury of closing the road for filming, so we try to film on familiar roads and during the time when there is as little traffic as possible. Since the camera records in 4K and the review is in HD, I can play with Ken Burns effect to give the impression that the camera is moving. Stabilize in post, job done. A few months before the launch of the GoPro Hero 8, DJI Osmo Action hit the market. I've seen it in action and was quite impressed with the quality of the image stabilization and the possibility to replace standard lens protector with a screw-on ND filter. I was considering to buy the Osmo Action, but I like GoPro, and when the Hero 8 was launched, it turned out to have amazing stabilization as well. I'm not going to get into a debate which camera has better stabilization. In my work, moving from Hero 4 Black to Hero 8 was a significant upgrade anyway. There was a transition period when I had some material shot with the Hero 4, but I was already editing the new stuff with Hero 8, going back and forth, and this is when I realized how shockingly bad stabilization on the old GoPro 4 was. In the 4, I had to stabilize everything in post, and in the 8, most of the time, I don't need to bother. The picture quality is better as well, and so is the battery life, despite the built-in screen in the back, which I'm sure draws a fair bit of energy. Now I don't have to charge the GoPro every time I use it. I do it every 4 or 5 uses, mainly because I remember to do it, rather than because I have to do it. The sound is great as well, and I recorded a short first drive video of the Peugeot 208 using only the GoPro Hero 8. Static shots were handheld. Sound inside from the car is a built-in microphone. These days you can really do a lot with just one camera. I like that I can mount the GoPro directly, like this, without the need for protective housing. However, should the camera fall from a moving car, I wouldn't trust the body to survive. Not to mention the glass protecting the lens, which I don't think can be replaced, at least not cheaply. This is why I'm using protective housing like in the Hero 4. It's cheaper to replace than the entire camera. Unfortunately, for the protective housing, there is only a dive filter, but no ND filters. And there is no adapter like in the older cameras where you could just get one of these metal things, attach it, and, screw on a filter. For the new GoPro, you can get Polar Pro NDs, but these go straight on the camera, or you can buy a small rig metal frame with a filter adapter. And if I don't find anything better soon, I will have to go with that because the spring is around the corner and I will need filters on sunny days. So, was it worth upgrading from the GoPro Hero 4 to Hero 8? After 5 years, this is a game changer for me. I'd go as far as to say, if I was to start vlogging today, I would focus mainly on the Hero 8 with a media mod maybe, a bit of practice, and you don't need a gimbal or a slider. If you don't shoot a lot indoors where there's poor light, GoPro Hero 8 could be your only camera for quite a while. If you want to buy a GoPro Hero 8, there are affiliated links below. If you use these links, I get a small commission at no extra charge to you. Subscribe to Marek's Gear, press the bell icon to get notifications about new videos. For now, I'm trying to post bi-weekly, and then we'll see how it goes. Do you have a camera which you think could be your only camera? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have questions regarding my gear, or you want to see how I use my gear to film car reviews on a shoestring budget, drop me a line. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.